Hello, and welcome to another segment of the It Works Man Show. I'm Rob Dawson, and I have Corey Garrison on here for hosting the call with me.
What's going on, guys?
All right. We're going to be talking to a good guy on Chris's team today. And before we get that started, I just want to say if you're listening to this call and you're not in the man cave, and if you're not a Works distributor, but your significant other is a Works distributor, come on over to the man cave. We want to get you in there. So, we got positive energy flowing in there, and we keep it all the way positive. And, you could just see day-to-day activities and guys working the business just like yourself. And that's just how we roll over there. But we have Chris on the call tonight. I'll let Corey introduce him.
Cool. Thanks, Rob. So, today, man, today and tonight is pretty awesome. Got my guy Chris Parham here. And it's awesome, Rob, because this episode, rather, of the call, we invited Chris because he did something very special this last month that just passed. And I want to let him talk about it a little bit. But, I just want to bring you guys a success story, a personal success story, a family success story, and most importantly, a man's success story. So, Chris, how you feeling this evening, brother?
Man, I'm great, man. You know me. I'm ready to rock.
All right, cool. So, listen, let me give you a little bit about kind of my story a little bit, and it'll weave into Chris's story so that way we can kind of introduce ourselves, right? So, both Chris and I got introduced to this business through our wives. And it's funny because, I've been in for about two years and a few months now, and Chris has probably been in for maybe about a year or so. Chris, have you had your 1 year already?
Yeah, I think January 7th was my 1 year this year.
Okay. Got you. So what was crazy was we did a vendor event at the Maryland State Fair, which is where we live at, about 2 years ago now in the summertime. And it was crazy because Chris's wife, Janae, and my wife, Patrice, actually went to high school together. And Chris will tell you in the story, and in just a second I won't spoil it, but they actually came to the state fair in the middle of, August, September, something like that, to get wrapped. So just to let you guys know, this business goes everywhere. Whether it's at a wrap party, whether it's like a one-on-one, or whether you guys are coming to the state fair. So, Chris, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you and Janae got started?
Sure. Well, like you said, got introduced to the business through my wife, Janae. She heard about the rap thing before and linked up with your wife, Tracy, at the state fair and got rapped. And, right off the bat, she was like, oh, yeah, I want to get in this business. I want to do this. I want to do these products. So I'm like, yeah, sure, man. That's what you want to do. Definitely, I'll support you. She had a rap party about a month or so, maybe. And it was like, I tried to rap just because it was her party. Definitely support the wife, happy life, right? So, but once I saw the results, I'm a bigger guy, so, it's been a long time since I saw my belt buckle because my belly hung over. But I saw the results, tried to see my belt buckle. I was like, all right, maybe I can get with this. Sat back, watched the wife jump in the business, and start rapping, keep on start making money. Then I'm like, I know the rap works. I see my wife making this money. I might have to go ahead and jump on in this business. And I did, man. January came around just like that. I got in the business, and we just hit the ground rolling, man, ever since then.
Awesome. And it's funny, man, you mentioned, that you tried to rap, you got the results, and you saw it and you loved it. And you mentioned you're a big guy. Now, full disclosure, I'm 6'5". I don't know many people taller than me, but Chris is he towers over me, man. He's like the big oak tree, and I'm just like the little tree in the forest, man. So, just to paint a picture for you guys, it doesn't matter if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're short or you're tall or you're Chris's size, superhuman. This product is for any and everybody, okay? So what I wanted to talk about is you guys just recently went diamond, correct?
Oh, yeah. You know it.
And doing that, you guys actually earned a $10,000 good bonus, right?
Yes, indeed, boy.
So tell me, how did it feel? Because here's the deal, right? So there's two parts to the story. The first part is you guys went diamond, okay? The second part of it is it wasn't good enough for you just to be supportive of your wife going diamond, because you were actually charted, fully charted now, I might add, fully charted for diamond yourself. So not only did you guys accomplish a monumental goal in going diamond, but it didn't stop there. So you're now charted for diamond. Janae is now charted for double diamond. So you guys are going to keep going on the up and up. But let me ask you this: what did diamond mean for you? What did that mean for you and your fans?
Diamond meant freedom for us. Diamond, and I'm just not sure that diamond and above means being able to breathe. And the great thing, or the funny thing about it, is I remember you were telling a story about the guy who wanted to be successful, and the guy told me about the beach. So earlier today, I was at the PWT Freedom Suite, and my son was on YouTube, watching videos, and that wait a minute, brother. Tell everybody what the PWT Freedom Suite is. Well, the PWT Freedom Suite is actually my apartment. It's our apartment where we work, and to be honest, wherever we go, I've dubbed it a PWT Freedom Suite because we can work our business wherever we are.
Gotcha. And PWT is Parham Rap Team, so it's your last name, Rap Team. So it's you and your wife, Parham Rap Team, at the Freedom Suite. And I love that name, the Freedom Suite, because that's one of the things that Mark preaches to us in his business about freedom. I'm sorry, but continue.
Yeah. Not a problem. So, my son was, like I say, was on YouTube watching videos, and then he started watching the video of the story you told about the young man, was told an older man, like, hey, I'm going to be successful like you. And the older man told him, you want to be successful, meet me at the beach at 6 a.m. Let's go, let's make you successful. Guy came out, shooting tied the beach. That's the older man did. The older man was in T-shirt and swim trunks, shorts. And the older man was like, well, let's want to be successful. Let's go out into the water. Guy went out to the water. Was like, okay, I got a suit on. About knee deep. Guy was like, hey, well, come on a little bit further. Guy looked at him. Was like, okay. Went out a little bit further. Now he's waist deep. And the guy said, all right, come out just a little bit more further. Came out more further, and now he's about shoulder and neck deep. And then all of a sudden, the guy held his head out the water. Guys kicking and screaming, young guys kicking and screaming, kicking, scratching, trying to do whatever he had to do to get his head out of water. Then finally, the older man let him out. And he asked him, he said, while I had your head out of the water, what was the only thing you could think of? And he said, only thing I could think about was breathing. And that's what diamond and above means to us, like, to be able to breathe, to not hide the bill collectors, to being able to live where we want to live, which is a great thing because we're actually looking at moving from an apartment that we're in now to a bigger place, and being able to, whether it's travel, whether it's go to Chuck E. Cheese or not having to wait until payday to put food in my fridge and gas in my tank. And that's what it means to us, man. It means to breathe, to be able to wake up in the morning and just go, let that sigh of, man, it's a new day.
Awesome, man, awesome. So freedom is a big thing for you guys, and that's awesome. Now let's take freedom a step further, man, because you recently got rewired. You recently left your job, and you and your wife both do this full time. So kind of speak about what it means to be a full-time family. You got two beautiful kids. You get to spend your day with them. You get to incorporate them into you and your wife's business. You and your wife get to hang out and spend time together. Talk to me about that kind of freedom. How does that feel as a man of your household to be able to give your most precious resource, which is your time, to your family full-time?
Words can't even express that freedom. To be honest, like before I got rewired, I was nervous. Society tells you as a man, you have to work, you have to be able to provide, you have to do this, you have to do that. You need to work, you need 9 to 5, be on time, so on and so on. So when I had the opportunity, or when God told me, like, hey, I want you to do this rap business full time. And I can't afford it, to be honest. Like, God, you sure? Like, went through some tough times with my marriage as far as money and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if I want to do it. You know, put it off for a while. And in April, I finally did it. And, like, he's been providing ever since. You know, our team is expanding, but being able to spend time with my kids and not missing a moment of what they're doing, especially like my daughter now, you know, catching everything she does. When my son was born, I had to work. So he was at daycare, so I was missing his first words, or when he took his first step, or when he rolled over, or when he left the kid up. I missed all that. You know, all I can get is Janae sending me pictures from the daycare, like, oh, look what your son did today. I'm at work sneaking my phone, like, oh, man, I missed it. But now being full-time, like, I think about a month ago, I was actually with Corey and Tracy, and we had our daughter with us, and she was on her stomach, and she lifted her head up for the first time and just, like, surveying the room. And I just was like, wow, like, that's amazing. Like, I saw that. You know, it wasn't the same thing with my son. It wasn't the daycare lady sending me pictures. Like, I was there. I witnessed it. Like, that was amazing. And I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to miss when she says dad. Like, I think she's saying dad already, but Janae's like, no, she's definitely not saying dad already. But, you know, I'm like, when she does say it officially, you know, I'm going to be there. Like, I'm not going to miss it. I don't want to have to be at work and my wife try to videotape it and try to get her to say it. No, I want to be there, so when she looks at me and says it, I can tear up like a man and then wipe it away like I'm not going to cry. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's at for me. Like, I don't want to miss any of that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I know, you know, we got some men on the call here tonight, some spouses and some people that are you know, distributors in their business, you know, that have kids and those that don't. And, you know, and to a man, I think that we can all relate to that. And the one thing that I also want to add to your story is, you know, taking that leap, taking that step, taking that walk through those doors of getting rewired is a scary thing, fellas. You know, there's nothing that's not scary about that. You know what I mean? Whether you are an ambassador or, you know, a diamond or a distributor, you know, thinking about that idea of leaving your job is scary, man. There's nothing that you're going to say, oh, this is nothing, and never going to have any second thoughts about it. You know, that's why it's called getting rewired. You know, we're wired to think a certain kind of way. But the one thing that I will share with you that I see and I observe with you and your wife, Chris, is that you guys take full advantage of the compensation plan, which means that you guys give yourselves opportunities to make money at every turn of the corner. You know, whether you guys are, you know, selling individual raps, you know, if you guys are hosting rap parties, if you guys are getting customers, getting loyal customers, if you guys are getting distributors, you guys are helping to get those distributors fast start qualified so you can get the fast start bonuses. You know, you guys are taking full advantage of all the perks in the compensation plan, you know, and that really gives you, it comes back to freedom again. That really gives you freedom over that. You know, you don't have to necessarily, you know, watch what the BV says in your e-suite and wait till the 15th of the month comes out. No, if you want to go make $100, guys, you can go out right now and go sell 4 raps and make $100. You know, you guys can help, you know, enroll the distributor and help get them fast start qualified and get $100 right now. You know, so just having the ability to, the freedom and the knowledge and the know-how to work the business on all different angles and make money all different ways is an amazing thing. You know, and the one thing that I'll leave you guys with, just to kind of, you know, wrap up this particular section, is the most valuable thing that we have is time. Time is the most valuable thing we have. You know, Rob, you have kids. You and I, we were just talking before the call. You know, you're getting ready to go do a week-long vacation down in Ocean City. You know, this business allows for you to have the time to spend with your kids. You know, Chris, you mentioned, you know, having time to spend with your son and with your daughter and to see her first everything. You know what I mean? and you know, just having that time back, man, that's the most precious resource that we have. So yes, It-Works is an amazing company. We know that. We know that. We really know that in the bottom of our hearts. It's not just lip service. And yes, It-Works pays us amazingly. We know that, man. We see the compensation plan. We see the commas on the check. You know, like, we see that. But the thing that they give us every single day, every single second, is the ability to get our time back, to own your own time. And that is the most valuable thing that we have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, I must say, you know, I always was an entrepreneur at heart. I come from a long line of entrepreneurs. It's just the how. It's figuring out how. You know, some people are stuck in such a vicious cycle, you know, like Chris said, you know, when he considered giving this thing a try, you know, it was nerving. It made him, you know, really, you know, have to think about it and not take that next step. Well, with It-Works Global, we make the how easy as far as taking that next step, taking that $99 and investing it back in yourself instead of taking that $99, trying to fill up your gas tank, spread it out for lunch and make it through the week, and doing the definition of insanity, which is doing something over and over expecting different results. We have too many people in America, you know, I can only speak for America, that they complain, but they never step up and do anything about changing the situation. And if you're ready to step out with It-Works Global, we're going to change the situation. We put you in power, not the person you work under. You know, see, it's nerving to step out and be your own boss. But you know what? When you do that, you make the calls. You say, nope, today I'm going to watch my son take his first steps. Or today I'm going to take my kids out and we're just going to have ice cream. You know, the simple things that someone in America is missing every day. That's why you have the power to hand out that Bliss card and change their life. You're handing them a way to change their life, not just a piece of paper. You know, so I take that very seriously every time I come into contact and I'm blitzing with people. But, you know, Corey, let's talk about this cruise that they're offering. I mean, you know, every time we get on the call each month, there's always something new going on to, you know, elevate people and change the way people think. You know, when's the last time, you know, if you still have a 9-to-5 job on this call, when's the last time your boss came to you and said, if you work really hard for the next few months, you may qualify to go on an all-expense-paid cruise on me and still get paid while you're on the cruise. I'll pay you while you're on the cruise, too, if you're building your business up. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely, man. So we have an amazing opportunity, man, with the first ever It-Works cruise, a chartered cruise full of us black, green, and bling crazy distributors, and it's going on right now. So you guys probably already know that it's going on. You guys probably have heard what you need to do to earn a spot on this cruise. So I'll talk about something that I love about it. The thing I love about this cruise, man, is anybody, and I mean anybody, has an opportunity to get a ticket aboard this cruise. Anybody. And like you mentioned, man, the only thing you have to do is just work your business. If you work your business, you're going to make some money. If you work your business a little bit harder, you're going to make some more money. And you know what? We're going to reward you for that. We're going to show our recognition that we see what you're doing. We see what you got going on. And it doesn't matter if you're ranked as distributor or ranked as ambassador. We all have the same opportunity to put in that hard work. You know, let that grind meet that hustle. You know, we all have an opportunity to punch our way onto that. And I think that's awesome, man. I love that this company shows that they care about us, right? They truly care about us. They care about us as men. They care about our families. They care about us being debt-free. You know, they care about that, and they show it every step of the way, you know. The beautiful part is, you know, they have the good bonuses. They have the Ruby bonuses. They have the cruise. They have an amazing product. They have a product unlike anything else that you've ever seen, you know, that can help tighten, tone, and firm, you know, and we have an ability to distribute for that. We have an ability to stand behind that brand. they really spoil us, man. They give us a business model that is set up, and the only thing we have to put into it is just a little bit of work. Everything else takes care of itself, you know. So I'm excited, man. Like, you know, I know that the three of us will see each other on the cruise, and we'll get to hang out. And, you know, we'll get to chill with some of the other guys that we've had on the call. You know, we'll have a little man section, you know, men only, women not allowed. You know, we'll go, you know, get a little section of the pool or something like that, or, you know, maybe shoot some hoops of basketball, or, you know, maybe get some drinks or something like that in the lounge. You know, so I am excited about that. And to put the icing on the cake, let's talk. Let me bring it back to my man Chris real quick, because Chris, in the beginning of this year, you had a goal, and your goal was what? What was the model for this year?
To be topless 2015.
Topless 2015. There we go, baby. Topless 2015. And we're going to be topless 2015 on this boat, man. So
you already know. You already know. You already know. I'm working forward.
Give us the success story behind what that goal is, man. Because you have, like, bro, like, I am really, really, really proud of the progress that you've made. So share that with people, man. Like, share where that Topless 2015 hashtag came in at. Share, you know, where you started at, you know, where you are now. You know, share the fact that, I don't want to spoil it, but share the fact about your shirt. You know, so share that with them, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So before I joined the business, I was my heaviest. I was 417 pounds. You know, coming up, I've always been a big guy, but I always said, oh, yo, as long as I'm not 400, I'm good. As long as I'm not 400, I'm good. And it seemed like I just lost it. And then all of a sudden I looked up like, whoa, yo, you're 417 pounds, Chris. Like, yo, you're fat. You know, like, you know, I know I'm fat, but it was like, it was real life. Like, oh, you're fat. So, you know, I joined the business, and, yeah, I started taking thermal fit and fat fighters, but I wasn't for real with it. You know what I mean? I would take it one day, and don't take it again for a couple of weeks. It wasn't until about November of last year, November of last year, I was like, all right, look, you know, my son's getting older. I want to be the dad to be able to run and, you know, when it comes to sports, like, I don't want to be that good dad, like, oh, yeah, go ahead and do it. I'm on the sideline. But, you know, I want to be that active dad. That's how we're running with him. So I was like, let's get real. Let's get serious. You know, so I started taking my thermal fit, started taking my fat fighters on the regular. I was 413 in November. I worked hard, you know, and then I was like, yo, I got this. Like, I'm going to do it. I know these products work. I'm confident in it. I know it. So January, I was like, yo, 2015 is Team Snatch. Let's go. Topless 2015. I started taking my thermal fit on a daily basis. I was taking 4 thermal fit twice a day. Made sure I had my greens in the morning or whenever I felt sluggish or anything like that. Took my greens. And then, of course, if I had a cheat meal or a cheat day, as I call it, so I'm going to take the whole day and cheat. I'm not cheating with a meal. But, you know, definitely took my fat fighters after a chicken box or a cheesesteak or whatever it is. And just was like, yo, I'm ready to get this. So right now, to this day, I'm actually 374.8 to be exact. 374 pounds and 374.8 pounds. I've dropped down a whole suit, 2 suit sizes actually. I've dropped down a pant size. And the biggest thing, though, to me was when I joined the business, you heard how big I was, it works in having shirts over 4X. So I was like, man, you know, I can't get no It Works apparel. Like, I got to, you know, try to find a lime green shirt that matches or try to do something with a shirt. So the biggest thing was I was able to buy my own official It Works apparel. I was in a 6X shirt when I started. I'm now in a 4X shirt. So when sales go online, It Works store, I'm like, oh, I can get that shirt. Like, I can get that. Like, now when I take my pictures, like, when you see me lined up next to Corey and Rob and their It Works shirts, oh, son, let me get that shirt too. Which shirt you going to wear so I can go ahead and buy it? you know. And that's wonderful to me, like, to be able to do that kind of stuff. Now my next goal, I'm shooting for the 3X by the end of this year, so I can start getting a little team like Corey, like the Power Rangers shirt or the Ninja Turtle shirt, something cool. You know, he always got on some type of cool T-shirt, but that's the next step, man. And you know, I'm excited. Like, that's what I tell people. People are like, oh, it worked? Of course it worked. Yo, here's my picture. You know, I'm quick. I throw out my pictures to anybody. You know, like, oh, yeah? Huh, look at my picture. Look at my belly. Look at my sideways. Look at this. Look at that. You know, these products are killing, man.
Awesome, man. That's exciting news to hear, man. So I hope everyone got wind of that transformation, man. Like you, and you know what's funny, man. You know that transformation is in direct parallel with the success that you guys have had in your business. Because along that same time frame that you got dead serious about, you know, dropping the pounds and basically shrinking down, you know, from going from I think you said a 6X down to a 4X. You know, at the same time that you guys, you know, changed the game of your business. You know, it's the same time that you guys found your runners. It's the same time that you guys really realize what type of an influence and impact that you have. You know what I mean? Even to this call, you know, like us as men, you know, like me, you, and Rob as men working our business, you know, the impact that we have on others. You know, we were just talking to a guy that's in Iowa City. You know, that's halfway across the country, but that's the impact that we have, man. So I definitely appreciate you sharing that. You know, I definitely appreciate the platform, Rob. You know, and I think we're doing great things with it, man. You know, if you want to work your business, if you want to be retired, if you want to spend time with your family, if you want to, you know, get your freedom back, if you want to get your most precious asset back, which is your time, you can do that. If you want to get back into shape, if you want to get, you know, your to your goal size, your goal weight, you know, you can do that. This is what we have to offer. You know, understand that, know that, respect that, love that. You know, it's much more than just here's a rap product. No. Here's an amazing rap product. You know, on top of that, here's an amazing opportunity to change your life forever, change your family's life forever. You know, it's an amazing opportunity for you to be a better you, whether it's from finances, whether it's from health, whether it's just from less stress, whatever it is, man. That's what we have, and that's what I'm thankful for. You know.
Absolutely. And, you know, one thing I will say is he just told you how you can get on track. Let me tell you how you will never get on track, and that is listening to broke people in your life or listening to negative people in your life, the company you keep. See, one thing I can sit here and assess about Chris's journey is at some point he had to break away from any negative talk, any, you know, oh, that ain't work stuff. What if it doesn't work for you? Or what if you leave your job and things flop? Sometimes people are comfortable keeping you where they can see you, to feel like you're struggling along with them. You got to break away from that. And we all experience it in our life, but I'm telling you right now, you know, a good friend of mine's in the business. He was the first man to join It Works, Rusty Lackey, good friend of mine. He always says his favorite thing to say is you got to watch who you get the keys to your brain to. And I want to tell you that here tonight. Watch who you get the keys to your brain to, because you just might miss out on this It Works opportunity if you stay listening to other people who have no idea what the capability of It Works can do, like it did for Chris and like it did in all of our lives. So on that note, I want to thank you, Corey, and thank you, Chris, for being on the call tonight.
No problem.
No problem, man.
Absolutely, and we'll be back next month, you know, Corey and I, and we'll have another special guest on, and I'd like to thank everybody who took the time to listen tonight. Get back with the person who got you on this call, and as I said before at the beginning of the call, you're trying to get into the It Works Man Cave, either you have to be a distributor or your significant other has to be a distributor, and we'll welcome you on in. So everybody have a nice night. Good night, guys.
Peace.